welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Alicia Marie, and we're going over time management. So I have 10 powerful tips how to balance motherhood, entrepreneurship while working a 9 to 5 and working on personal growth. So let's get straight into the video. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, so I do have my list here. I wrote everything down. I do not want to miss anything, so I want to give you guys the tips and the tea. Okay, so let's get straight into it. Number 1 is prioritize ruthlessly. So you want to identify your most important tasks each day. Focus on activities that have the greatest impact on your goals, both as an entrepreneur and as a mother, right? So this is a very good one and important one. So we want to prioritize our goals that align with us, and that is something that we really want to get done, especially as an entrepreneur. If you know you want to quit your 9 to 5 and work for yourself full time, it's very important to prioritize that first. So you want to work smarter, not harder, ladies, right? So you want to work from top to bottom, not bottom to top. If something is less important, we want to put that on the back burner just for now. Not saying that it's not important, but we want to work on the things that mean the most for us as a mom and as an entrepreneur, right? So prioritizing things that means the most to us, whether it's knocking out projects, getting things done, as far as our businesses, and as a mother, as far as you want to have your kid be the best basketball player, football player, or whatever they want to do, just prioritize that first and focus in on that, right? So we want to prioritize, work smarter, not harder, okay? So just get that in line, work on things that align with your spirit and you know that you really want to do, and things that are important to you. And then once you knock those things out, of course, pat yourself on the back, and then you can work your way to the things that are more less important. Okay, so that is number 1. And then 2 is to create a structured schedule. This is very important, right? So we want to plan your day in blocks of time, dedicate to specific tasks, include work hours, entrepreneurship, activities, family time, and self-care. We definitely want to set out those time blocks, because I feel like as women, or as just humans in general, right, we like to do everything probably all in a day so we can get things done. And I feel like everything like that, it just clashes. We only have 24 hours in a day, and I feel like time be moving. We know time be moving real fast. It get dark quick. Not in the summer times per se, but you know what I'm saying? The time be moving, right? So when you look up, it's ready to put the kids in bed, get them in, you know, to take a bath, get them in bed, eat dinner, things like that. It's time to go to sleep and do everything all over again, right? So we want to set up specific time blocks for those things and work on things that are important to us. I just feel like that goes back to number 1, prioritizing ruthlessly. Just, you know, of course your business is important to you. Of course your kids are important to you. So doing fun activities with your kids, just to spend more quality time with them, it's important, because as a single mom, I feel like we don't have enough time, but we don't want to use that as an excuse, right? But I feel like that's kind of like our reality, right? But just setting up those time blocks is going to help you tremendously, right? So making sure you set up those time blocks so you won't be so overwhelmed and overstimulated and just burnt out from the day. Okay, so it's okay to do things within a week, the next day. You do not have to get everything done within a day, because you're going to be overwhelmed and be rushing, and you're not going to enjoy it, right? So just setting out those time blocks, that way you can have more freedom time, and you know that you can be more organized and not so overwhelmed, okay? So number 3 is delegate, outsource. This is very important, ladies. I feel like I did this a lot when I was living in my luxury apartment last year. I hired cleaners just because I didn't feel like cleaning, okay? There are cheap companies that you can hire. You know, as a single mom, everything is on you. You're working, you're cleaning, you're taking care of the kids. You have to spend time with your kids. You're working on your business and things like that, and you just burnt out. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to clean, right? You might might clean as you go, tidy it up. But sometimes we want our house deep clean. Delegate those outsources and hiring people to clean your home is very important. It's a luxury. And I feel like every woman, every single mom should utilize, right? So if you don't have the funds to do that, I would definitely, of course, take that time out to clean how you want to clean. Of course, when the kids are napping or when they're at school or, you know, wherever they at with their grandma. Take that time to clean your house. Hire someone. It's a luxury. It will help you out tremendously. It's nothing like coming home to a clean house, right? Nothing like coming home to a clean house, baby. All you have to do is light a candle, pour you a glass of wine, take a hot bath, or make some tea, relax. It's just a breath of fresh air. It's just so relaxing. It's so fresh. I just love it. So if you don't have time to clean up, ladies, make sure you use those outsources to you know, hire someone to clean your home. I have I think it's called Dazzling. I haven't used them for over a year. I will put it down in the link in the description box below if you guys are interested in having someone clean your home. This is very important, okay? Especially as a single mom. Baby, we are burnt out by the end of the day and we do not want to clean. I know what it's like. Yeah, so I got you, okay? So make sure you are, you know, reaching out, using your outsources, delegate those outsources, and make your life more easier, okay? And if their kids are older, make them clean up, okay? Make them make their bed, wash dishes, so it can be a load off you, okay? Because moms, if you know, you know, all right? So that is, number 4 is utilize technology. Use productivity apps to keep you on track and help you with your deadlines, whether you have a deadline with your business or your work, your 9 to 5, or, you know, some type of activity with your kids, you know, their games and things like that, or you have to prepare them and you have a deadline. Make sure you're writing it down. Have time management apps that you can download. There are different ones that I found, like it's Trello, Asana. You can even use Google Calendar. What I like about Google Calendar, they have like a reminder. It was like a little ding that pop up to remind you, hey, this is coming up. You know, the deadline. So it's very important so you will not miss it. Like I said, if you have something to do with your, like a project with your job, your work, and it's very important, it's a top priority, having those calendars and, you know, physically writing things down. You can even do like a whiteboard and put it on your refrigerator. Like, hey, I have to, you know, write down like this is have to be done by this day, this time. This will help you tremendously and keep you on track and keep you organized and not having you rushing or, you know, forgetting something, right? So make sure you guys are utilizing those technology and those productivity apps. It's very important for you to stay organized and well prepared as a mom, okay? My favorite, setting boundaries. Clear boundaries for work, business, family time. Communicate those boundaries to your employer, clientele, family. Minimize interruptions. This is important. I feel like as a single mom, it's very important to set those boundaries. You cannot be everywhere all the time, especially with your workplace. I feel like they're going to take advantage of you the most. The workplace don't give a damn. They're going to work you like a slave. They don't care how many hours you have to work as long as you are working and doing your job. Setting those boundaries ahead of time, letting them know like, hey, I have other priorities to work on. You know, have that already scheduled and set and have that day off so you can really dedicate and be disciplined towards that specific goal. Setting boundaries with your family members as well, because people like to take advantage, like especially if you have family members that like to party, drink all the time, and it's okay to do it sometimes, but if you know you're trying to be an entrepreneurship and you have a deadline to be an entrepreneur, you're working on entrepreneurship and you have a deadline to quit your 9 to 5, you have a deadline to get things done and your goals, you have to set those boundaries with those people. You have to put your foot down and say, hey, maybe another time. I'm working on this. I'm working on my business right now. I have a project to do with my work. I have to spend time with my kids. It's going to be understand. They're going to understand, especially if you do it in a polite way. You don't have to be rude, you know, but doing it in a polite way, letting them know like, hey, I have other things to work on right now. I'm trying to be, you know, get my business up and running, be a better mom, spend more time with my kids, and just put in those things at the top of your list and just setting those boundaries. Like I said, it's very important to set those boundaries, because if you don't, people will take advantage of you and work all over you, and you don't want that, okay? So that is number 5. And number 6 is my favorite. It's practice self-care. Regular time for self-care to recharge. This could be exercise, meditation, reading, or activity that helps relax you and rejuvenate. It's very important, ladies. I don't care how I'm feeling. If I'm burnt out at the end of the day, I'm going to do some self-care. Self-care is very important, whether you doing a skincare routine, getting your nails done, hair done, massages, things like that, your feet done. I feel like that's all good with self-care, but also self-care includes meditation, reading your Bible, praying. So very internal, is internal as well. You have to get your mental right to rejuvenate, recharge for the next day, for the week. And just make sure, because I feel like being a mother, you can get overwhelmed really quickly. And having that time to yourself is just to relax and recharge is going to set the tone for that day, for that week, you know, whatever. Make sure you always squeeze in self-care. I don't care what's going on in your life. Just try to squeeze it in as much as possible. Like I said, I can be going through the most. I'm going to squeeze in some self-care, period. Because it makes me feel better. It reminds me, hey, you got this. You're doing good. It just make you feel better, right? So practice self-care is very important, ladies. Very important to have your mental right, especially as a single mother, okay? All right, so that is number 6. And number 7, this goes along with setting boundaries, right? Learn to say no. Recognize that you cannot do everything. You can say it politely. N-O spells no. If someone wants you to go out and party, your friends and family, if your job wants you to come in and work overtime and you know you cannot do it because, look, you're working on being a boss, you're working on your business, you're spending time, you want to spend time with your kids, you already have things planned. No, I cannot do it. No, you don't have to be rude about it. You can say it politely. Just stay firm on that and let them know I cannot do it. Because like I said, this goes back to setting boundaries. People will take advantage of you if you just a yes man, yes man, yes man. One thing with me, I'm going to say no. If I don't want to do something, I'm going to say no. Point blank, period. It is what it is. You can take it how you want to take it. I'm saying it politely. I'm letting you know what I have going on, what is more important to me. Yes, it's okay to say no. Do not be a yes man. Like I said, that people can take advantage of that and they can see that, oh, I can call so-and-so. They're going to always say yes. They're going to always be there. Especially if they're not, you know, recuperating the same energy, right? They're not giving the same energy. Definitely say no, okay? So just say no, okay? And no spells no. Okay, sometimes you gotta spell it out for people because they really don't be getting it. Okay, so and then number 8, leverage early mornings or late evenings. Utilize the quiet hours when your children are asleep to work on your entrepreneurial goals. This can help you focus without distraction. This is very important because you want to make sure you are focused and, you know, headstrong and, you know, tunnel vision on your goals, especially if you're trying to be an entrepreneur and you want to quit your 9-to-5 and you're trying to make that money that you want to make and be financially free, financially stable for your kids and yourself. You want to move to a bigger house, you want a new car or whatever. You just want financial freedom. You want that feeling of abundance, right? You want to be tunnel vision. You want to have no distractions whatsoever. So whether your kids are sleeping, whether they're at school, make sure that you are leveraging that time and take advantage of that time, because as a single mom, you don't get a lot of alone time, right? So whatever free time you have, you want to make sure that you are taking advantage of that, okay? So that is definitely a good one. I love that one. And number 9 is involve your children whenever possible. Involve your children in your entrepreneurial journey. This not only helps spend time with them, but this helps them with work valuable work ethic and skills, right? So especially if they're older children and they're able to communicate, you know, like, hey mom, you should do this, you should do that. It's very important that you get your kids on this. Maybe they want to be an entrepreneur and follow in your footsteps, right? Maybe they want to make money and help you out. I don't know. So just having them learn that work skills and have that work ethic and build that into them in an early age is very valuable, right? So yeah, I wish help me with my business. My son 3.5 years old. So once he's older, I would definitely put him in on it. Yeah, teach him work ethic, how to be an entrepreneur, how to be a boss and make his own money. Definitely instill that into your children. It's very important. It's okay to work a 9 to 5, but you want to teach your kids entrepreneurship and teach them they can work for themselves and still be a boss and make money on their own, right? So that is a good one. I really love that one. I'm glad I wrote that one down. And then that was last but not least is number 10. You want to seek support network. So you want to join communities of other single moms or entrepreneurs sharing experience, advice, and support can be incredible, beneficial, and provide motivation and practical tips. This is very important, ladies, especially if you don't have friends that are moms and they can't relate, or you don't have friends and families that can have your, you know, support system. It's very important to join groups and, you know, other mompreneurs that's working on, you know, working their 9 to 5, balancing motherhood and trying to be an entrepreneur, and they know what it's like and they know the struggle and they can relate to you. It's very important to join those type of groups because you can discuss different things and you can give motivation and different tips to each other to help each other out. And you can get good advice and give good advice, right? Who are in your shoes and are struggling and they can relate to you. So if you don't have like friends and families to lean on and they're not about the entrepreneurial life, or they don't have kids, it's very difficult to relate to those type of people because they have freedom. They can do whatever they want. They can move how they want. You know what I'm saying? So you want to get in groups that can help you and, you know, just keep you motivated and disciplined and let you know that you're not alone, because single motherhood can be lonely. You can feel, you know, like no one cares. You can feel alone. You can feel like you're doing everything on your own. But those type of groups will, you know, encourage you and let you know you're not alone. You know, you're not alone in this. God got you. For number one, God is your provider. God sees you. God hears your prayers. God hears your cries. God can turn anything around for you, right? God is God. He's your father. He's your children's father, okay? You're not alone, even though you feel like you're alone. So those type of groups, support system is very important. So I would really encourage you, ladies, single moms, to get in groups like that. If you are an entrepreneur or if you just need someone to talk to and vent to, you know what I'm saying? Those type of groups are very important for your mental as well. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much it. Those my 10 practical tips that will help you as balancing motherhood, entrepreneurship while working your 9 to 5 and working on self-growth. If you like this type of content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when your girl uploads. And if you are balancing the same thing, entrepreneurship, time management, let me know, and let me know what tips you guys use in the comments, and I can implement those tips into my life as well. So I hope you guys will use these tips and implement this in your life and make your life more easier. You're probably already doing these things, but if you are not, let me know how it goes, and let me know what you guys are doing, okay? So thank you for watching. It's your girl Alicia. Your girl is back. So again, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you follow me on social media, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.